No second takes. Big Brother is about to begin.
Hello everyone, my name is Jared Weathers and I am a cheap hold on. Sorry, wrong channel. Anyway, I'm Jared Weathers and today I'm going to take you through Season 1 of the reality TV show Big Brother, from the cast to the original show from the Netherlands. So let's dive on in this video. Before I get into anything, if you don't know what Big Brother is a reality game show where 10 to 12 people usually live in a house together, and you fight for HOH, fight for a veto, little like necklace thing where you can either take yourself off the block or save someone else. Head of household is the HOH, where you're the head of the household. But this first season is not that. So we will get into that a little later. But this is something I want to do for a while. So welcome to Big Brother! First, we are going to discuss the cast. We have Curtis King.
Being in New York, you work pretty hard, 12, 14-hour day. I am actually a law clerk to a federal appellate judge. I do have plans already what I will do after I get out of the house. I've accepted a job as a federal prosecutor in Los Angeles. I can't wait to try cases and to be in the courtroom. I like to go running in the park or even on a treadmill and go to the gym and lift some weights, and it's kind of good therapy, or it's nice and I enjoy it. I don't date a whole lot. I've had a couple girlfriends while I've been here, but nobody too serious and nobody at the moment. I think there's always the possibility of getting romantically involved in the house. I'm hoping that they're going to throw 10 attractive people together, and at least half of them female, so that would be nice. And look, I'm single and young, so I wouldn't pass up an opportunity. I think sometimes it surprises people when I tell them, oh, I actually sing in a professional choir, or people are sometimes taken aback by that. But, it's just a nice thing that I've got going on the side. I don't broadcast it too much. I will be bringing with me a Bible. I am a Christian and I go to church. I'm definitely not a Bible banger or a fundamentalist or evangelizing all the time, but it's something that's very personal to me. So if I'm going to be in the house, I think that a Bible would be nice to have along with me. There's a lot of reasons why I want to do this. One of them being it's just a nice break from my life. It's something completely different. I know it will be hard. There will probably be conflict, but it also will be a vacation, just hanging out, getting to know people.
Curtis adapted well as he was a house guest and played a good game. Now, there are spoilers. If you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. The season's almost 20 years old. I suggest you go back and watch it. I did, and I watched the entire thing. It's alright. I will not respect no spoiler talks as the season's almost 20 years old. Curtis placed third and won 50 grand. Next we have Brittany Petros.
11:30 to 1:30? Yeah, there's a couple different Brittnys. There's a work Brittany and then there's the other Brittany. I work for a drug company, very corporate job, and it's so conservative. When I'm out of work, I'm just like, I'm free. When I come home from work, I like to dress strange, I like to go out, I just like to go crazy. My parents don't like it so much, but I think they both keep thinking it's a phase that I'm not growing out of yet.
Brittany has always been kind of a pistol.
My dad doesn't like how I dress at all. I'm not allowed to wear the nose ring in the home. He's like, oh, I can't believe I have a daughter into self-mutilation. I think religion is critical when it comes to things that you can't control. If you draw strength from it, then it's the best thing.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm gonna miss my privacy. I mean, I live alone, you know? Although part of me's like, yay, I'll be with people. Part of me's like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill everybody.
I don't know if she'll make it to the end, because if Brittany gets mad or someone really is rubbing her the wrong way, she will just point blank tell them. She won't back off from a fight. That's for sure.
Not having sex for 3 months, it's not gonna be very difficult for me. I'm a virgin, so it's not really gonna bother me. Right away, people either like me or they hate me. So my biggest challenge is gonna be just trying to get along with everybody and not be so bossy. I think I blend pretty.
I personally like Brittany, even though this first season was not like the rest to follow. She played a pretty good game. I was sad to see her go at number 4, but she took it in stride. Next we have Cassandra Walden.
My name is Cassandra. I live in New York. I'm a communications specialist for the United Nations Development Program. My work is very, very challenging and rewarding, but I needed something exciting in my life. I've got to try this. I've got to see if I can do it. I love living in New York. I have lived overseas for about 10 years before moving back to New York. I love to shop. I just really enjoy bumping around in shops in New York City because there's so many great little corners to find beautiful things. What do you think? You like it? I love them. I began the process of doing dreadlocks because I wanted to simplify my life, to get back in touch with who I am. Locked hair does require maintenance, so I have to learn how to do that. And some of the viewers might see me some days with head wraps because I haven't figured out yet how to handle my locks. I have a lot of friends that I love to death and who were very supportive to me in my life, and I'm definitely going to miss them. I'm going to be one of the housemates on Big Brother.
Viva la Cassandra. I wouldn't have guessed it in a million years. However, when I think of when she was a child, she would make up her mind to do something and nothing would stop her.
I think she's out of her mind, frankly. I really do.
Every time the little voice comes into my head saying you need to walk out the door or these people are crazy or whatever it is, I hope there'll be another voice that just says to me, you did this voluntarily. You went through all of those, jumped through all those hoops to get to this point. Don't give it up now. Just hang in there.
Oh my God. I suppose we ought to say congratulations.
A very reserved house guest, she did withdraw a lot early on. She did let her hair down in a metaphorical way later. Next we have Josh Suze.
I have a dog, and he's a pit bull, and I love to take him to the beach sometimes, run him on the beach. He's a girl magnet. Girls love to come up and say, oh, you know, let me see your beautiful dog. Will he bite me? No, he won't bite you.
Josh has always been a ladies' man. I mean, the girls have always liked him. He's on the show, and the girls start seeing him. They'll tune in every week to watch him.
I'm 6'1", 180 pounds. I'm a civil engineering student at Cal Poly, a senior. I've been told that I have lips like Donald Duck or Daffy Duck because my mouth tends to extend a little bit, and I think that's probably because I smile so much.
You want to be in tennis?
To be honest with you, the person I'm going to miss the most is going to be my little niece. I love her. I love to play with her. I've been told that, you know, Josh, you're such like a little boy sometimes, a little boy that never grew up. I have that Peter Pan syndrome. Maybe I had to grow up so fast that I'm still searching for that little kid that's within me, and I want to have that chance to never grow up. My mother died when I was 14 years old, and I was probably closer to her at the time than anyone in my life.
The loss of his mother affected him quite a bit. He didn't want to speak about it too much, and it took him quite a while to get over it, and I think at times he still thinks about her quite a bit.
With me, it's almost like she never died because she's still here. She's still in my heart, and that's where I'm going to keep her. There's definitely two things that I want to bring. A pair of work gloves. And the other thing, probably a box of condoms, because who knows what's going to happen on the thing. There might be someone that I'm real attracted to, but you know what? You never know. And if that happens, that's great. Ready to go, boy? Let's go.
Obviously, the genuine guy, and everyone liked him. That's why I think he was runner-up this season. The next contestant we have is Karen Fowler.
I'm Karen. I'm a mother of 4 from Columbus, Indiana, and my favorite thing to do is to hang out with my kids.
Hey, good adapter. Use this paste.
They've really been dependent upon me for everything.
You're just gonna serve
Yes,
us?
that's my job. I've been the mother, I've been their confidant. How much homework do you have? I've been, the person that organizes their life. You can do it. Good job. You look tired on that one. I think they'll have to learn to be a little more independent. Bye. I'll see you later. I just dropped Ash off at gymnastics. Just want to know if you'd run to the store for me.
Definitely she'll be missed. We've been married for 22 years, and we've certainly never been apart that long before. I don't really relish the idea at all. I have no idea where it will lead for either one of us. So I'm kind of in a quandary, a little bit confused, a little bit concerned.
I need a surrogate mom.
The thing that I'm looking forward to getting away from is just the everyday tensions of life. Worrying about having somebody at a certain place at a certain time, making sure that everybody is taken care of. You're funny, you're all red. Cold. I'll only be taking care of myself.
It's gonna be perfect. Nobody's gonna hurt my mom. She's gonna love it.
I thought you lost your mind.
The strategy I'm going to use to keep sane is just to remember my kids and remember that this ends September 30th, and I still have 4 children. My children will still love me, and my family will still love me.
And if they're that mean to her, we will all get together and we'll have that person kicked off the show.
I'm Mama 4 from Indiana. She was probably my personal least favorite of the season. Going through all the issues that she was going through, she was contemplating divorce and missing her kids a lot during this season, crying a lot during this season. I didn't like her that much. Can't really relate. Next is Jean Jordan.
What do? I do lots of things. One of my favorite things to do, one thing that is spiritual for me as well, is using my body. My vehicle for that the past 3 years has been doing triathlons. It makes me feel like I'm really living. I have a significant other, and his name is Ben. We have a lot of fun together. I don't know, we can amuse ourselves doing pretty much nothing. He's just got a pure heart, and he inspires me to be a better person. But I'm not as simple as I appear to be, because I'm an entertainer in a gentleman's club. I don't know what to call it. If it's exotic dancing, I'm not remotely exotic. Now I consider my occupation as a writer because I'm writing about it. But my income is still generated from that. The only way I would get involved with someone in the house is if I meet someone who totally kicks ass over Ben. I think that's what Ben's a little afraid of.
Well, it's over. If she hooks up with in the house, it's over, and that's what she wants. That's what she's doing. I mean,
I don't know how I'm going to react. If this is going to bring out the worst in me or the best in me, I have no idea.
She was the second to get voted out. She was really growing on me. No, it was Jordan rather than Jean. She was getting close to Will Mega before he got voted out first. Next is George Boswell, aka Chicken George.
This doesn't happen to average working people. Answering an ad in a newspaper, sending a tape up, actually getting a call from Hollywood, California to actually come out and maybe try out for a TV show. Does that happen? No. But it did to me.
Let's go!
I try to be the best father, husband, or provider.
Okay, our first hole-in one for today.
The one thing I'm gonna miss is coming home and not having dinner with my family. But I'm not gonna miss cooking it. I have a very physically demanding job. Anybody who is a roofer works extremely hard for their money. It is extremely hard on your body, and the older that you do get, the worse it gets on you. My most significant relationship is, of course, with my wife, Teresa. We've been married 22 years. It's had its highs and it's had its lows, but I can't think of it getting any higher than it can be at this point right now.
When George applied for the show, I just thought he was going through one of his crazy ideas again.
Stuck in the middle.
While he's in the house, we will celebrate our 23rd anniversary, and that probably would be the most difficult thing because, You know, when you're celebrating your anniversary, hopefully you're with the person you're married with.
My teenage daughter is really concerned that her dad might embarrass her immensely on television. And he might do that too.
He's already instructed me to buy 30 pair of different underwear because he doesn't want to get boring.
One of the most quirkiest things I've done here at the house, it's 30 below zero. I'm bored. Okay, once again, I don't like to be bored. Okay, I strip down to my underwear, I go outside, I lay down on the diving board with all the snow, and my kids take a picture.
Everybody who knows George knows that's George, so.
If America can get a thrill at looking at an overweight guy walking around in his underwear that's hairy, have at it. Because I don't care.
George lasted a while in the house, a father of 3 from Illinois. He did a great job, as well as his wife, in the entire town of Rockford, Indiana. Rockford, Illinois. Jesus, you hate for that. Next is William Collins, a.k.a. Will Mega, a.k.a. Mega.
My mother always told me that my mouth was going to get me into a world of trouble. Well, the world seems to be a bit troubled, and I think it was my mouth that got me into Big Brother. Impression is everything. Shaving my head. That's something I do sometimes twice a day. Just like your beard gets the 5 o'clock shadow, so does the head.
Put some pressure on his head. One more shine on it.
Plus the ladies love it. The ladies love a bald head. The best thing a man could ever have is a good woman. To me, if there's a heaven, if there is a kingdom to come, that's the woman. Sisters, I love them. Some may call me a ladies' man, yet I have one particular woman who's my only woman. She's woman enough so I don't have to turn my head, at least not for long. She's not number one, she's the only one. The boy was very fond of the cat, but could not see how she would ever make his fortune. My job is dealing directly with youth, assisting with reading or math or academics, just to motivate children and to build self-esteem and confidence. It's hands-on, it's involved, it's exchange. Working out, that's something I do to stay on top. I mean, constantly sharpening your mind and your body. Two more. Living in the concrete jungles, you know, it's the survival of the fittest. Players play for it and suckers pay for it. So I'm gonna get mine by playing for it.
Hey! Mega was the first person banished from the house and made the house kind of toxic in the beginning, and even made people like Cassandra and Jordan talk him down. He came back a couple times to bless our screens. Next is Eddie McGee.
My name is Eddie, and I live in Comac, New York. I lost my leg to cancer when I was 11. My whole family was there when I was sick. Even afterwards, my mom and I, we've grown real close.
He was really sick. I mean, he almost died. I can't tell you how many times that kid has been at death's door, but he's been doing good ever since. He's been doing really well.
My little brother, he is definitely key to my existence, if you want to say. Without him, I don't know what I'd do, honestly. Some people have a right-hand man, he's like my left leg, so. My family, my friends, they take no pity. They break my chops harder than anybody.
You off him!
At the moment, I'm a broadcasting major and a theater minor at the University of Texas at Arlington, down on a full athletic scholarship granted by the NCAA for wheelchair basketball. I'm faithful with my girlfriend. We've been going out for 9 months now. She's a good girl, but kind of questioned on how the long-distance relationship's gonna go, and I can't promise anything to her, and I can't promise anything in the house, so 3 months is a long time.
Yeah, smooth. All right, you ready?
What it would take for me to quit the Big Brother house would probably be 2 bounces, about $2.75 a piece, and they'd have to drag me out.
I know he's gonna win. Go, Eddie. Go, Eddie. I can't wait.
I mean, I'm not gonna quit. I have the stamina.
You're not doing all right.
And he was the first ever winner of Big Brother. And he was honest from the beginning, telling everyone he wasn't there to make friends, even though he did. And he's there for the money. Even though everyone was there for the money, no one really wanted to say, oh, I'm just here for the money. Last but not least, Jamie Kern.
If I were to describe myself, I would say that I'm a very loving person. I love life. I love to live it to its fullest. My job is great. I work for a .com company. It's really exciting, but it's very high tech, so I send and receive between 75 and 150 emails a day. The username is FreeShop. The most tangible things that I'm probably going to miss are just all the conveniences, like my cell phone, my computer, lattes every day.
I think if she doesn't have coffee or they don't allow to have coffee in the house, I think she'll get grumpy.
See, I'm not worried about Jamie not having coffee. I'm worried about the other 9 people if Jamie doesn't have her coffee.
It's going to be tough. Like, even if they have drip coffee, it's not the same as a latte. You know what I mean? I think the fact that I appeared on Baywatch shows a different side to me. I was in my junior year, working really hard to keep my 4.0, and I wanted to do something crazy, so I auditioned. So, yeah, shows a wild side.
The first runner-up is Laura Regal.
I currently hold the title of Miss Washington USA 2000. I see nothing wrong with being both Miss Washington USA and being a house guest on Big Brother. Being on Big Brother, I'll miss a lot of my duties as Miss Washington, all the community service and things like that. And if I had to give up my title, I would, but I don't feel that I should. I am single, so in terms of getting involved romantically with somebody in the house, I can't see it happening, but at the same time, I think that it's very difficult to predict how anyone's going to react living in this isolated container completely away from the real world.
This is your life. Truly live every single moment of it. And most importantly, appreciate and be grateful for every single moment of it. Thank you.
Jamie was Miss Washington back in 2000. Her entire personality in the house was about making it in the entertainment industry. She even had a choice to talk to her mom or a casting agent. She chose the casting agent. Seriously. Alright, so now we're going to discuss the original game. So this show comes from the Netherlands. It is a Dutch show. So basically the first ever Big Brother season from the Netherlands is it's the first season ever of Big Brother, and it had 9 people in a house, and you know, there really wasn't a lot to it. It wasn't like a game. It was more like a reality show, more akin from the current Big Brother, more akin to the show The Real World. Yeah. Which is where they kind of got the idea from. But it really wasn't a game show at the time. Now, the game show version is called the US version, which most Big Brother franchises have adopted themselves, but most haven't. But if you guys want to know more about kind of like the behind the scenes for the first season of Big Brother, I will link a Dutch documentary in the description. Go ahead and check it out. There's English subtitles on it, so you know what they're saying. So the only reason why I'm talking about America Online is because it's funny to me. Look back 20 years ago, and America Online is the biggest search engine. Nowadays, we're so used to saying, "Let me Google that." It's really funny to look at 20 years later. It's only been 20 years, and went from America Online to Google pretty quickly. Thank you everybody for watching this video. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to. But thanks. So if you guys are wrestling fans, go ahead and check out the Cheap Marks channel. You know, we're trying to build that channel up as much as we can. We're doing podcasts. We got lists. I have an idea of what we could do, but I haven't talked to the group yet. Go ahead, and if you haven't subscribed to me yet, go ahead and subscribe to me. Just like this video. If you don't like it, I don't care either way. Honestly, I want to keep doing this. So, comment if you guys like something like this. You know, it's just the first season. There's like 23 other seasons, or 22 other seasons. Plus the one that's supposed to come out next year. So, go ahead and, you know, tell me what you guys want to see, honestly. If you guys want more of this, tell me. I really like doing this kind of video. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a good day.